day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it. Day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it. Day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it. Day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it. Day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it. Day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it. Day to day. Tune in every Friday, man. We here. Talk about it. You got something to say, I wanna talk about it. It's the day-to-day podcast, let's talk about it. Get it off your chest if you trying to talk about it.
It might have been a day you took off.
Quit lying.
But it just seemed like it because it was like every week.
It seemed like every weekend. It was every weekend.
Listen, it was some days during the week because I couldn't go.
And her children wasn't there. The daddy had them.
Yeah.
So she was at home by herself. She done worked all week, ain't got nothing to do. So she go and put on her clothes and she gets straight.
Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about. See, that's my sister. We close like that. We talk every day. We know what we do.
And I be like, where you at?
We know what we do. He was listen, we got into it because he tried to play me cock like I be out on Wednesday. Like what he's saying, he exaggerating. Yeah, we need to flash because he's exaggerating because he felt like it seemed like that, right? But I changed because I wanted to because I felt like
he didn't like it so much. So
he making it seem like I'm going out every day. You feel what I'm saying?
If I'm just getting off work on a Thursday night and I come in the house because I've been at work Monday through Wednesday. You know what I mean?
But you was working from the home.
No, this is not from the home. That time changed up. I'm talking about when I was still out working in the field.
You still exaggerating. Where the flag at?
Right here.
You still exaggerating.
Right
you still exaggerating though, because I ain't never went nowhere on a Wednesday. I don't know what they had going on Wednesdays.
That's the only day you can say.
Thursdays either. Fridays most definitely was out.
Yeah, right.
Lando happy hour every Friday. I was every Friday. I didn't miss not one. You feel me? Reggae night on the square. I had to be there.
Listen,
on majority of the time.
She used to get in free everywhere we went, right? Yeah. When I go out, they
don't do that shit.
Hey, what's going on?
They don't do that shit no more.
Because you got a husband. You were single at the time. You didn't have nobody on your arm. So with that, they
charge. Wait. A motherfucker excuse my language.
Yeah, no.
A guy will let me in
free,
and then look at him and be like 20.
What?
He was paying for both of us for real, because Cincinnati Club shouldn't cost 20 unless it's an event or something. Yeah.
Concert.
Exactly. A concert or something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't be where it's 20 to get in the club. I pay that much or more when you out of town. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I think that he changed me and I changed when it came to that, because once we start building. So once we start building, bought our house and did all that, we was at the house.
Once y'all really got together, in my opinion, you honestly didn't even have time on the weekends. No more.
I didn't.
Anyway, so because it was like y'all combined everything and helped each other. Like you said, build.
Exactly.
And y'all was busy down there almost 7 days a week. Y'all was always doing something. Mm-hmm. So she ain't got time to go out at this point. You know what I mean?
He made that happen for real on purpose.
What? How you busy like that?
He had
you working.
He had me slaving. No, but wait a minute. When we started our janitorial, we was humping. Like, man, we got some stories.
I'm talking about driving all the way to Indiana.
Like,
and from
we was
Indiana
driving
going to Hamilton.
Like all night in the same night, driving all the way to Indiana back to like from.
Then gotta come back home from there.
Like, we was doing it,
and we was on the time schedule, so we had to because I was working that's when I was.
He was still doing other stuff. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was still doing other stuff. So he had to still hurry up and get back where he needed to get back to. It was on some of that. Go ahead.
I remember those times, and I want to compliment y'all on your stick-to-ity.
That's a new word.
Yeah, because it's been 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got it going and still, for sure.
So,
I came home.
Great example.
I came home 2013, so what is that? Because y'all start, I think we got real about 2012.
So what about you?
Damn, that's a hard thought.
Do you think she changed?
No, I'm being real from what I know.
Because you went out, because you was,
when I came home,
we are waiting.
So I'm like, it's been since 2012, 2013.
He's trying to answer the question.
She said,
what
did
about
you change
him?
me for the better? And I say, oh yeah, you changed me for the
better.
Oh
yeah, I was checking him like.
I was reckless. I was off the chain. But I was handling my business at the same time.
I noticed he was a hard worker like me.
You kind of had to put structure.
I had to get structure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Around it because I was wild with it. But I wasn't too wild with it that you wouldn't notice.
Right.
You won't
She
even
knows.
notice. Yeah, because she got
She
close
was
to me.
with you, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Like you got close.
Look
You
at
know,
you,
it's
look.
like, wait a minute, goddamn. You got too much going on over here. I'm like, what? What though?
He had an attitude. He was being. I was looking at him like I checked him though. I ain't give a fuck about no attitude, no nothing.
And even though I'm a humble individual, I had to be humbled at that moment because I felt like
She right. You ain't dumb.
faggot ass cops can't touch me. That was on my DMX shit.
But you know she right.
Right. And I had to check
Shit,
me.
humble
So
yourself.
yeah, once I checked me, it was like,
But you got a lot that you got going on.
And he can tell I
And
wasn't gonna
it's
fuck with
just-
him if he's gonna be on that. You ain't getting no
And
fuck
And
with him.
it was out of love. It wasn't just
jail.
trying to tell you what to do.
Jail.
I didn't tell him nothing.
Safety
Nah,
wise.
I didn't
No,
tell him
I'm
nothing.
saying it's for safety. Everything was for
It was
love.
for
Out of
yeah,
love. You know what
yeah.
I mean? I'm
Listen,
just telling you
her
that
habits, I adapted to her habits only by nature because this is how I was built. And
Yeah, he really was.
I
His
stopped
family.
eating, I stopped eating certain foods. I stopped going out places that I wouldn't go. I started going out places that I wouldn't go. Like, what the fuck I'm here for?
Oh my God.
Like, what's this?
I got one more comment, if I may. But I did notice that change as far as the food goes, and I thought it was such a positive change. It was for life. That's what it was
That's
about.
what it
It's
was.
about life. And she wanted to show you that she wanted to make your life longevity instead of just quantity but quality.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, she
Quality
definitely
of
added some
life.
years back onto my life because I was pork eater.
And he was fat
I
as
was
hell.
fucking shit up. Like,
He was kind of fat.
I was. I had a fat neck and everything.
I mean, with little dreads, like, get out of here, bro. Like, but I just knew my baby. So me and him knew each other. So we kind of clicked because we already kind of knew each other. We grew up around each other. And I wasn't trying to be in a relationship. I was just kicking it with him because he's so cool. I love being around him. So it was like, okay, like, this what's up. Like, you feel me? Like, it was like we always knew each other and always been kicking it. Like, still to this day, it's like we always been close. That's how I feel. Like, for whatever reason. Yeah. So it felt like we always been close. So, and that's how I felt when we was kicking it. Like, oh.
Because just because you've been married 10 years, you've actually known him.
Well, I've known David.
You get what I'm saying?
I was 15, David was 13. I've known him since he was 13.
And I ain't have a chance when I was 13.
Oh, absolutely not. Because when I was 15, I was looking at 20-year-olds for no reason.
Wow.
Like, why am I looking at 20-year-old me and they're 15?
A mess.
I was looking at 30-year-olds when I was 16. So.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Wow.
We out
Right.
here.
So why? Yeah. So anyway, I most definitely wasn't looking at no 13-year-old.
Right.
Which we ain't even 2 years apart. We only 18 months. You feel me? Apart. It would sound like we ain't even 2 years apart. I'm just a little older than him. You get what I'm saying? But hey, we on live. We need security. But anyway, yeah. So,
I ain't heard that in a minute.
Yeah. So no, not yet. She on her way. But yeah, so I think that we changed.
Oh,
I
there
changed.
she
Oh,
is.
hi, boo. Hi. I changed for the better though, because I'd rather be anywhere with him. Like, we could do anything together. We can go anywhere together. Like,
Right.
anywhere,
We've
don't
been a
matter
lot of
what it
places
is.
You ain't supposed to
Naked
go
women
for
and
real.
all kind of shit. Like, we done been
And you
everywhere.
ain't get offended and get y'all.
I don't, only
I
because
don't get offended.
I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't get offended. I've never have it in no relationship because I always focus on me, really. Like, I didn't give a fuck about what they was doing, and I ain't watched them watch me, and I ain't watching them watch nobody. So I've always, like, never paid that no attention to that point. But for whatever reason, I be watching his eyes. Like, he don't see me. He don't see me though.
You be watching my eyes?
I don't. I'm lying like a mother. But I do see stuff. You get what I'm saying? I just don't say anything because I'm not gonna do that. Why would I? Only way I'm gonna say something if I see something if a motherfucker touching or something like that, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna check me a bitch touch, doing some all that type of shit, I'm gonna check me somebody. You ain't never gonna do that.
I ain't letting nobody do that. That only happened to me one time.
It happened.
One time it happened.
It happened. White flags. White flags.
Who was mad? The girl was
Wait a minute, no, it wasn't one time.
You was
It
mad.
wasn't one
I know
time.
that's
I'm
right.
gonna tell you, listen, we was at this concert out of town, right? My baby walks me to the bathroom, but he don't be by the bathroom like he a stalker. He be out and about. But I know where he at. You feel me? He know where I'm. He'll go to the bathroom, but we'll find each other, right? So I come out, I ain't gonna lie, I was on that dark tube. I wanted to clown this, excuse my language, I wanted to clown her, right? But I seen her all, like, she was moving her body, talking to him, and then he pointed at me like, but I say I was so mad. I was so mad.
Hey, that's the stand right there.
My husband was like, because and wait a minute, why I came in it?
That's what I was talking about.
Why I came in it when she said, well, your girl, and
Oh, right at that time.
Right
Dead on time. Right on time.
Wait a minute. And that's what made me mad. Because he had to tell her that, right? So my first thing is irritated in the butt. And I just smiled and like, I said, hey, how you doing? I don't trip on that because I'm just not gonna do that. I'm never gonna. I'm not. What? Even if I'm on dark or not, I'm not gonna do. Yeah, exactly. Like I'm not gonna do that because I don't want nobody that somebody is not attracted to. So at the end of the day, I'm not gonna clown on nobody. My husband know how to handle himself just like I know how to handle mine. So when it comes to shit like that, you get what I'm saying? So we know each other like that, where we know we ain't doing none of that. Like, you feel me? We secure. We locked in. Right. So we don't have them issues like where I'm watching. We don't, man. I done told him some shit like, man, you ain't see. He be like, where is that? Did that make me mad? I be mad as
Oh, you want that ass? You see that girl get your ass?
I said,
You pointed it out.
Listen.
Let me see what you saw.
She was all naked. She was so naked. And I said, baby, you ain't see her? She was naked as fuck. He was like, he looked at me. He was like, no, I ain't see that. He was like, what? Why I was mad as hell though. Wait a minute. I wasn't mad at all. But I'm saying I was kind of like, motherfucker.
Right.
He wanted to see where she was at, right? Well, we went and found her though. I wanted him to see. I wanted him to see. I mean, what's wrong with that?
Naked?
We was in Jamaica.
Oh, Jamaica.
Yeah. We was in Jamaica. I had to show him. We went around and I found her. Like, there she go, right there, baby. My husband was like, damn. I was weak, but I loved it. I mean, I don't mind that. I mean, because anybody could do that any day, every day. Look at that. Women, black women, especially too, like to be naked and stuff. So that's just random. I think it's normal. But I think it's normal.
This definitely was normal over there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think it was normal.
That movie came with the thumbprints already in it.
Oh, you know what else? Oh, white flag. Man, I just thought about that. White flag. You got to be out of here. I'm serious. I had to think about what you said. You're so silly. I didn't get it. I know what he said. You don't need it. Pops wasn't doing his thing. That's how.
I still don't get it. White flag. I need one too. Fuck this.
Pops, hey, I'm gonna have to call Pops, man. Pops just wasn't doing his thing, but okay. Yeah.
Hey, there was one time I was offended though. We was at what's that club? Down the street from Vito's. You know what I'm talking about? Not Brand. The other Nephews. We was in Nephews.
I was about to beat the bitch up. I got pulled. Wait a minute, motherfucker. Hey, just wait. The music. It was the music, right? They the security.
That was my shit. Nephews until that.
The security. Okay, go ahead. Before I forget. Go ahead.
We had Nephews. I go get us a drink from the bar. Ryan, we just went to go see him. He gave me the microphone one day this night. I'm in there on the mic. I'm hosting, and I had it jumping in there.
It was jumping. Because he do good. He do
good. What's up with my people? Get your big head ass up and tip the bartender. I'm on my slick.
Yeah, he was. Let Slick Rick be happy with you.
I gave the microphone back. I walked to the bar to go get her something to drink.
Oh, she grabbed your
Somebody felt up on my butt fast.
Oh,
I'm talking about squeeze the cheek. I turned around like, and both of them just kept walking past. I'm like, who did that?
We've been dealing with that for a while.
So heated.
Women been dealing with that for a while.
Violated the shit out. I'm talking about squeezing the shit out of my cheek.
Oh, women worse than men.
Man.
Men used to be bad though, because they'll grab a woman butt in a minute. Men will. You get what I'm saying? And that was violating for a woman. So imagine a man getting that done to him. That's horrible. That's horrible. I got a friend that do it.
Yeah.
She be on the she squeeze them cheeks. She squeezing everybody's cheeks. She don't care who don't. She don't care if it's your husband or nothing. If she feeling good. If she feeling good, she see them cheeks. She gonna look down at them and be like, yeah. and then act like she don't remember. Like, bitch, I did what? Friend. I can hear her like friend. I be like, yeah, man. Yeah. We need to have a seat. Yeah. That's so funny. But yeah, so I think people need to change for the better when it comes to significant others and being in a relationship. Yeah. I changed for the better. Like you said, we got busy. We was busy building. That's what you call building. Like we did start building like immediately, like, doing shit, trying to get shit together and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
And it jumped off quick though. As far as with the building,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? How everything came together.
I was telling him, like, I'm quitting all this shit, though. I'm not about to be doing none of that. And then my husband didn't want me to do no more of that at the time. We just built it up and did all that. I just did the back with the hiring and the paperwork and the payroll and it went there. It wound up. It been we was in the field together, but it went to way from there for years ago. Yeah. From me doing the administrative part and the payroll and all that. Like, let's do it. We need to toast on that. I wish we had some shots. We need to shot on that, like because like
it's how growth, just like y'all said.
But yeah, that's most definitely it. Rashid, can you make me a drink?
Tomorrow.
Or you can just sit over here.
You can sit over here if y'all want to be on camera.
Nah, we don't want to be on the
Okay, you ain't got to be on
there. Sit right here, you on camera.
Yeah.
Over there, you not. Over there, not on camera.
They all right.
They don't need to be on camera, but yeah. So at the end of the day, y'all.
Who am I?
Nobody. So
say it again.
Nobody. So wait a minute. Nah, I'm being silly. We being silly here. That's my son's son. Tequila and the yeah. So at the end of the day, when you with somebody, you would change on your own. Just like men change. You can't make a man change. Yeah, he's gonna change, but he wanna. Yeah, sometimes.
Like they really get like caught up in the moment. They get lost in the moment to where they can't realize the moment that they eat.
Let's see if he know how to make drinks.
And that was the last of the juice. And
she might be wild or he might be wild. Yeah. Now they both just wilding. Depending on who, like you say, some people don't change for the better. They change for the worse.
Yeah, that's true.
But that's because they don't want to change for the better. Right. Everybody is an adult. You know what's right and what's wrong. So it's up to you what route you want to go.
Right.
I agree with that. Totally. Hey, that was a great. That was a great subject, and I think you changed me for the better. Just to tell you, like, I love you. Like, you are amazing. Like, you irritating as fuck. Of course. I mean, but I know I am. I know I'm being irritated and mother. Hey, when I say my husband.
I ain't gonna say nothing because I know I'm irritating. I'm so glad that you put up with me and all my irritating ass ways, because sometimes I get in my mode, but you get in your mood. And then when you in your mood, it's like she in her mood. She in her mood.
Shut the fuck up.
She in her mood.
Shut the fuck
She
up.
get money too. She in her mood. She in her mood.
Hey, that's hilarious. But you know what they say though? They say that men should pay. It's men to pay all the bills, right? Mm-hmm. And they say that women shouldn't do nothing. They should be at home doing this, right? I'm one of them women. I wouldn't even feel right as a woman. Like I'm not trying to be funny. I wouldn't feel right not helping at all with something, right? I get that I'm helping with the kids and I'm helping. We don't have no kids. Like
yesterday's people ain't today's people.
We don't have kids.
You know
like,
what I mean?
We don't have no kids. We got kids, but I'm saying we got grown kids. We got grandkids. Like, so
I got little kids still. They growing up.
The youngest is about to be 11.
11, yeah.
That's a long time though. He 11, and you know he's so smart. It's ridiculous.
I got 11, 12. I got one that turned 12 yesterday.
Yes, happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday, baby. Boy, we love you. Down. Happy birthday. We love you.
12.
Yes,
you know
he's 12.
I got
Dearest is 12.
I got Cotty who turned
I was
13.
around Dearest when he was one with a saggy diaper, and I told David, change that nigga diaper. I was at his house. He was at home at his when me and David met, he had his own crib. I had my own crib. I was going through a breakup. He was going through a breakup. But both the breakups was 5 years. And both of them was with young motherfuckers too. I was fucking with a young motherfucker. He was fucking with a young motherfucker. Drama. I had drama. I had drama. You hear me? But me and David was kicking it. And when I tell you, he one of them motherfuckers, he'll stalk you. Shit, I heard stories. I talked to the baby mama every day.
Not David.
Not David. I'm saying, no, not David. Another motherfucker. At the time, when me and David met. And he'll stalk broke bitches' bones and everything, right? That ain't never happened to me. You feel me? Until a year when we was together, like, oh, this nigga, what? Oh, right. You abusive. So David, when me and David started kicking it, I ain't seen the motherfucker no more. He was on that bullshit. You see, David was ready to kick a motherfucking ass. Cause I was like, he was my protector. Like he immediately was on that mess. Like I was like, ooh, he on that mess.
Young boy, me too.
Hey, he on that mess. Hey, he was on that mess. You hear me? And I was like, ooh. And I remember the nigga riding past the house. Me and David was crying in the driveway. And he was like, hey, I would never forget it. He rode past stalking me. He did. And me and David grabbed me up and was doing all that. I ain't seen him since.
That's a good thing.
It is.
That he didn't play it out, but some people pray.
Mm-hmm. David wanted them problems. And then kind of found out the people he worked with was cool with him and knew him. So they wait a minute, but they had to tell him like, nah. He ain't the one. They don't watch him do some shit like they said nah. But that story Greg told me was so funny. Hey, Greg, they was like,
kidnap you in your woods and tie you up.
You can't say no shit like that on live. Talking about this nigga kidnap you. Yeah, sit your ass down. We ain't never doing none of that.
If you talk about some shit I did to you.
We ain't never talking about that. Never. We live. We can't talk about no shit like that. Never. I know. I'm just saying, like, then now that make a motherfucker want to go back and see, like, ooh, who we tired of putting in the woods. Like, I'm just saying though, but they can put that on you though.
Like, nah, only me and you know what's going on, bro. You remember what happened when it happened. And why it happened.
They don't. Anyway, next subject. No, they don't. You irritating as it though.
You brought it up.
Yeah.
Okay. We gonna go to the next subject.
Right, yeah. What's the next subject? Let me talk about that.
The next subject was women begging. Begging. I think that men respect women more when they don't beg. Because people get in relationship immediately and give a nigga some pussy, excuse my language, and be like, my bill, my Duke bill, can you should have been taking care of your shit though.
She was pocket watching from jump.
Don't
be. My thing is, you tricking there. If that's what you need, then you know what I mean. You tricking. To me, that's what that is. If you already gave them some coochie and then now you want your bills paid, shit. I mean, what? What else is it called?
I mean, if she's trying to build something with you,
but that ain't what she's trying to do. Obviously, if she right at your pockets right off rip, she at your pockets right off rip. How she building? So you can't build nothing if you right off. I mean, that ain't how you do it. These girls don't know how to date. They don't know, and the same thing with the men. The men don't know how to date.
They
the
don't.
They have no clue.
Vice versa.
They have no clue how to court a woman that they want. Like I was just talking to my brother-in-law the other day, and he made a lot of sense. He said back in the day, men wanted their girls to be known. They wore their chains, they had their jackets, they flossed them. But now everybody want to hide everything and don't want. They want masks. You know what I mean? Instead of sticking with their man, their girl. You know what I mean? It was different back then. They tripping now.
That's why I said yesterday's people ain't today's people.
You took care of your woman. You did shit for them. You know all that.
The game we had instilled in us as we were growing up, that we were matured in, like we don't have that nowadays with this new generation. No. And probably it's based on because of the internet. Think about it.
It's most definitely social media.
Social media has turned it up.
It's most definitely social media. Yeah, we ain't saying no names. Yeah, we was not saying no names.
Come in here, name.
Yeah, you ain't even been in here. Hey, you making them back there
and put a shirt on.
Yeah, you got on that first shit.
You nuts.
Oh, he got you right back at you. So I think that if a woman just be on her shit and she not worried about what another person money got or watching somebody's pockets and all of that, a man gonna be respectful to that. Like you can do what you want to do outside of me, but at the end of the day, you see what I do. I'm not begging you for shit. I got fat shit too. You got what you got. I got what I got.
It ain't about that. It shouldn't be about that. It's supposed to be about y'all trying to get to know each other,
right?
But learn each other. It ain't about what kind of car you got. I mean, of course you want them to have a car because my thoughts is you want them to be able to have some type of.
He can't have any kind of car though. He can't have any kind of car. He can't have any kind of car. If I'm driving,
I'm saying in general. Let's talk in general.
What's in general? What kind of car you gotta have?
Relationships ain't as rich as other relationships.
So it can be loud and
they're so cool with her because she barely got shit too, but they able to grow. You know what I mean? It just depends on where people start from.
Okay, you know depends on
So you personally, you ain't trying to do that. You know what I mean? Because
back then I wasn't.
Yeah,
I had my own shit.
Some people don't care about that. They good. As long as it's a car.
Listen, you know back then my shit was raggedy. Can't no man shit be raggedier than mine. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny.
You do want.
I'm not trying to be funny. You can judge me all you want to. I was young. I understand the transportation, but your shit can't be raggedier than mine. I need something better than this. I'm going to take this motherfucker to the shop mass every week. Like, your shit can't be worse than mine to the point where now you gotta whip my shit and fuck it up even worse. Ooh. That can never happen. Like, you feel me? Like, no, that's just what I'm saying. Like, I get what you're saying. When you say a motherfucker can have a whip, but it can't be worse than mine. It gotta be a little better.
But the person that might not care might not have a car. So with them not having a car, that's A1 to them. He got something. You get what I'm saying?
That's a come up, goddammit.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So let's take it back to the niggas who ain't got no whip, who ain't really doing shit, and you giving them a chance to
I just
come
feel
up
like
off of you.
They don't know how to date. They literally don't know how to get to learn a person. That's why y'all so cool, because y'all able to talk and do shit and you know what I mean?
I've been through that where motherfucker want to drive my shit. I'm not used to that. You can't drive my car. You gotta have your own back then. This is not nothing new. You know this, right? My sister knows. Everybody had cars. I don't want nobody driving my shit. Like, I don't want nobody driving my car. I don't. The only motherfucker drive my car is my spouse. Okay, but you gotta have another one for me to jump in. But I need to bounce. You feel me?
Right.
Don't try to jump in my shit because it look better than yours. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm the woman. If you try to do that, we're gonna have problems. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I've been feeling like that. That's some bullshit to me. Like BS. You not about to be talking about, let me get your whip, like, and your shit sitting in there and I can't even start it up and I gotta rush to the store or something, like, the fuck out of it. Like, no, I'm not never going for that. I've never have, I never will. Yeah, and I was young. This is nothing new. They don't make them like me no more. I've been like this all my life. You can't, no, you not about to grab, like, man, no. I'm immediately gonna be mad as a motherfucker, like, and think something suspect. I think she'd be suspect. So you just really
never dated a man that had a worse car than you?
I haven't, never. I remember I was young and the motherfucker rolled up and I was like, I thought he was cute or whatever. I was young. He rolled up in a El Camino or some little raggedy ass, some fucked up shit. And I said, I ain't getting in that. And he was like, let's go. I said, and I never did. He would have killed me or something probably in that. Like, I don't know. I just felt like your shit raggedy in the motherfucker. You trying to get on, like, get out of here. Get out of here. Like, no, I'm not trying to be funny. I never judged somebody about their cars, but your shit can't be raggedy because I always had a car. Right. Your shit can't be raggedier than that. That's all I'm saying. For me to date you, it got to be a little bit better where I could be like, okay, then he got something going, like he working like me. He like, okay. You feel me? It got to be something better. I'm sorry. Like when I met you, you had your shit going on. You had your own crib. You was going through some shit, but it was your spot. And your kids was there. You feel what I'm saying? All kind of shit. So I was like, ooh. I like that because I was doing the same shit. Like, so that's what made me attracted to my husband because he was doing the same shit I was doing.
I had a job and I had been on that same job with that.
That made for over 20 at that time.
No.
17, about 17 years. He was on that job.
Same job.
And you know what that tells you?
That he consistent.
Thank you. He's consistent.
He's consistent. He's consistent, and he working. He doing his thing. That was attractive. That was attractive.
And that's another reason. Well, going back to the first subject that we were talking about, how she made me better. How I stopped doing things because at that time I was still working for an individual. I worked for myself and been working for myself. So that right there was enough encouragement the way she was pushing me to get into something different than what I was already doing, but it's the same as what I was doing.
Right.
Just on a bigger scale. And once I jumped on the bigger scale, I was able to see like, oh, wow. Upgrade.
But that's what she for. Upgrade. That's what your woman, your queen is for. She outside looking in and she's seeing what she could do to benefit and help your life.
I did.
She helped build and grow. That's what your wife's supposed to do. Help what I mean? It's your helpmate.
Help you, help
That's
us.
What they call, it's your helpmate.
Yeah.
She okay.
I
know what you would do to make this better.
Oh, she here. We got my brother in the building, y'all. My brother in the building. So back to that, can I say I appreciate you, I love you, I respect you. I love our relationship. Can I say that? Because a lot of people be faking. Like, I ain't never faking shit for nobody, right?
Everybody know that.
They better know that.
Ain't no fake bone in her body.
Hey, my husband be looking at me with this one way. It cracks me up. Hey, y'all know how I am, right? So y'all know my husband be looking at me with a quick look and be looking at me, and I be having to calm down because just by looks. Your looks make me calm down, though. Like, it really do.
Because you read me, my mind.
I read you. I read. Language. Yeah, I do.
It's like I read the same yours, your mind and your body language.
That's
so
beautiful.
I'm able to tell something. Uh-oh. Shit about to get fucked up around here if shit don't get slow first.
That's real. And I appreciate that. I just want to tell you that, though. I appreciate you. And marriage is not for everybody. It's not. I'm saying significant other because it's people that's been together for 30 years that's not married, right? And marriage is not for everybody. It's not, but it's for us. It's not for everybody, but it's for us. So at the end of the day, that is what matters, right?
You take more.
Hey, marriage, hey, boo. Marriage is not for everybody, but it's for us. It's for us. So we take it serious. And it's most definitely work. But if you get in a relationship with somebody that make you change and change for the good, not the bad, because it can be for the bad, that's the one for you. Like, period. And I posted our wedding video earlier only because I felt like we did that. Don't come in here loud. I'm on live because I know who that is. I already know who it is. I thought it was the other one. But anyway, so I love you. But anyway, so at the end of the day, marriage is not for everybody, but it's for people that want to be married and that want to look out for each other. Because the kids get older, the kids move on, they have children, they have grandchildren. So don't ever get in a situation where you with your spouse and you getting into it about your kids because you like, oh, it's my kids. Your kids will fuck your shit up.
Yeah,
on purpose. On purpose. Only because they not used to it. Only because they don't like him. Only because they taking your attention away from him. Right? So kids will fuck your shit up. Young, grown, it don't matter. It's different ages to it. So don't allow that if you have your right person. Right?
And somebody that you know love you, somebody that's looking out for you,
somebody that's there for you to make you genuinely want to change.
Yeah, like that ain't because they gonna move on. Like you said, they're gonna move on with their life. They're gonna be grown. They're gonna have relationships, and they ain't gonna care nothing about you. And you're gonna be sitting there lonely and then missed out on one of the things that you thought you probably would have been your soulmate. You know what I mean? Right. You know it, but you missed out because you allowed the kids to run shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Shit. Exactly. Exactly. You can't let your children run your life. When it comes to things happening with your significant other changing, you're going to change for yourself. Mm-hmm. You're not going to change just because that person, they telling you to change. You're going to change because you want to, because you with this certain person and you see certain things and you see how they move, and so you moving with them. Because as you could tell, me and David been building when we first got together. We start building like immediately. That's how I knew before we was even married. We wasn't even married, and we start building and was looking out for each other. Hi, baby. Oh, there she is. And we was looking out for each other. That's how I knew this person was my person. Did you feel the same way? Like I felt like, oh,
immediately.
So he said immediately, I ain't like it. I ain't like it. You ain't say nothing to me though.
He felt like he had his crush. That's all. He ain't I'm just playing.
I felt like that, and then I also felt like I was in my own right to be me though. I knew myself as far as what I could do and how I move out here. You know, I just wasn't out here just moving like most of you cats just be moving around. Like, don't know what the fuck you doing. Don't know where you going with it. Don't know how you trying to get there. You just know you're gonna get there, but you're not getting there fast enough because what you doing ain't working. What I did, I sat there and I had to find myself. Find yourself first. And then that way you can't do nothing without that. Move the way you accordingly in the world, period. Like, and then once you find your niche and whatever you really, really good at, or things that you're capable of doing that you haven't practiced doing, but you know you can do it if you put your mind to it, like you will be great. And you know, I just started focusing on me and then looking at you, and then I had to focus on me and you, and then it was like, and we can make this work. It's gonna be live. You know what I mean? And it's that shit. I'm telling you, like, but I had to go in.
This podcast, because man, that's sexy.
I had to go in. That made me go in. And I had to be a Jamaican mom to really work 3 or 4 jobs. I did.
I like this Jamaican shit. Yeah, fuck all that. Yeah, why you playing the job?
People out around them know them.
Gotta do it. good.
But I appreciate you being like that, though. I love that you start grinding like that, and then when I shot you that idea and you went with it, I ain't gonna lie. When you ran with it at that time, not saying what it was when you ran with it type shit, it was beautiful. It was like, whoa, oh, I said, this me. Because that's how I go. That's how I am. Like,
to me, I started thinking more and more. Like, that's when I knew the change was already happening.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I was already caught in my ways of doing what I was doing, and she seen it. Like, you need to stop that. That ain't shit. Like, that's stupid. I didn't seen what you just did. Mass. I'm like, nothing I can do but sit there and be like, so I'm eating.
Yeah.
Like, but.
It pissed me off.
Like, you needed the structure. Once you got the structure, you was able to really upscale. Yeah. You was really scaling. You was kind of all over the place. Get money though, but all over the place. But once she put that structure there, you was really getting money.
What I had to do was, and I took that money that I was illegally making. Because I don't do that stuff anymore.
Absolutely.
I do it legally now. You know, you can get on
but that's what I wanted you to do.
We'll get you together.
Yeah.
We gotta,
can you put that day-to-day smoke, y'all? We gonna tag y'all in a dispensary.
Man. We got some of everything online right now for you. So come get what you need. But that's what I actually needed for myself. And once I seen that she was willing to stand by my side, and I adjusted to the crossover because it was hard to stop. It was hard. I ain't gonna hold it. It was hard, but I did it. And once I did it, I was able to see the progress. I'm like, damn, I made this much off of this. And for the first few months, first 5 months, she ain't asked for no money, no nothing. She said, I'm just here with you.
When I start saying that money, though, I was like,
you gotta break it out.
Yeah, get the fuck out of
I
here.
need a monthly salary.
He been paying me ever since. Like, get out of here. Like, the fuck. I did though. I had to.
You pay your family.
He thought I was payroll. He thought I was gonna be seeing that shit and not ask. Like, stop.
Well, you getting what? A what? With who? Yeah. I need that. Let me get my money. But I felt shit here. No problem.
He did. It was so amazing.
Because if it wasn't for her,
where he was like, hey, we never had no issues with that at all. It was never, listen, it was no issue at all. When I tell you, but I kept it real with him. I was like, shit, I seen that check. I'm gonna need to get some of that. He was like, oh, of course. He would have been quiet though. He wanted to be quiet with it though, for real. Because he wasn't ready for me. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. I peeped what I peeped. I was like, oh, he ain't ready to be, because I was like, oh, he don't know.
I ain't never had that.
He don't know that I'm big worm off of the big worm.
Want to help me, help him.
Big worm. I'm big worm. I mean? Like, if you owe me some money, I'm gonna need that.
Listen, I was dealing with individuals who didn't want to help me, so I can help them. So
I didn't care about helping you. I felt like I do it for free just to build it.
Nah.
Because at the end of the day, wait a minute. At the end of the day, right? When somebody's building something, you cannot ask for it. But when somebody's building, though, you got to have a team that's gonna build with you without asking. They can't take from you before you build it up. You got to build it up before you can give it to somebody, right?
Man, listen, that just takes me to a
okay. Can we do a topic on that?
Listen, generational wealth. Why is it that Mexicans do it, Africans do it, white people do it, Indians do it, Jewish people do it, Chinese do it, Black people as a whole? Why don't we?
I love that.
Why don't we put generational wealth to the side for our families?
Why don't we? I
don't care if it takes you to move 8 people in your household. The Mexicans do it like that. They move 8 people, 12 families in their household.
They don't know. Half of them don't know.
You can't do that.
Half of them don't know financial literacy. They have no idea how to save. They don't have no idea about credit. They have a lot of Black folks don't, because they don't teach.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
no, they do. they get taught this when they're young.
He said we too
That's
selfish.
where, you know what I mean? We as Black people don't know. We don't learn. It's set up that way. That's what people don't understand. It's set up to where it's for Black people to not know nothing about money because we are consumers. Black people is what make everybody rich because Black people like to spend. We like to spend. We are the consumers. Yeah. So they want to keep us there. So they don't want us to be able to invest our money. And they don't. Hell no.
But guess what? The biggest or the largest demographic of the Black community that spends all the money are the women.
You said demographic?
The women. It's the women. The Black women.
That's Black women.
Community, it is the majority of the females.
Man.
Spend all.
Somebody spent $400 on braids. One of my nieces spent $400.
But y'all are braids. When they're advertising to get things sold, they
some money
geared towards females because they know y'all.
But like we were saying, every other race do come together and they build, but they get taught this young.
They build.
You know, a lot of Black people don't know, so we don't teach our kids. So it's just generation after generation. Nobody knows how to make money. We know how to make money and spend it. That's it. Make money and spend it. Make money and spend it.
Nobody told.
Everybody's broke. Nobody has life insurance. Nobody has shit. Everybody got to go fund me for funerals.
You ain't been on the microphone.
And you know what's again.
Hold on. Can we go back to that? Wait a minute. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Life insurance that I had an idea about. If every Black person would get life insurance, if we all was to get life insurance, I mean, from when your child is born, you would get life insurance, they would not be killing us off like they do. They wouldn't do crap to us because those companies wouldn't allow.
Because they have to pay.
Because they would have to pay. They wouldn't allow.
And they investigated and be on that mess.
But we're not smart enough.
Because we're not taught.
Call it generational.
I'm gonna say because we're not taught.
Can we talk about this on other podcast? Because this is live. This is the best. No. This is
no.
Yeah.
Black
Wait a minute.
Who really
Somebody said we too busy worrying about the wrong things. Mike.
Definitely worrying about the wrong.
You right.
Definitely.
And he said, "Oh, we're too emotional." Yeah, shit.
That too.
For sure. That's facts, brother. Oh, he's talking about you, Yehuda. What you said?
I ain't emotional.
What you just said about the spending the women. Yeah, that's what he was saying.
Yeah, it's true.
No, he was saying that. That's true. Because the men so broke, they can't spend no money. They broke. They living off they want.
Even some people that work every day. That's just like Black folks that work every day. They don't invest in their 401k. They don't get Roth IRAs. When they're young like that, they need to be putting some of that money towards something. They need to be putting something. I don't care if it's $25. Put it towards something. You know what I mean?
I've always done it. I've always been an example.
My thing was always, because I've been working since 13, pay myself first. So as soon as I get my check, I don't get $4 an hour. I give myself a couple dollars that I put up, and then everything else I'm paid for, whatever I got to do. And I've always had that. I don't work for hours to pay everybody else. I got to pay myself. So I always pay myself first. So I always get, I don't care if it's $25. I put that away for me because I work too hard to just give it all away. So I feel like my mindset is always pay yourself first. Give yourself a couple dollars. Leave it alone. Keep going, but give yourself something. You have to have something.
And they're cracking a beer. That's what that was. Fucking alcohol.
We about to be out of here though, y'all.
We have to talk about financial literacy.
This is a good subject.
It's something that we all need to learn. Because you could actually be 16 years old. You could actually give your child a custodial retirement account as a young one. And they could be millionaires when by the time they're 18.
Listen, if every family puts a pot to the side where everybody in that family chips in $20 Just everybody in the family chip in. You know what I mean? $20. Then nobody never touches
somebody gotta have $20.
So is that?
Once a month.
Half the people smoking 20.
No,
to be honest, they drinking 20.
It depends on how you get paid.
You know what I mean?
Even if the thing about that is buy-in. Family have to be willing to buy into it.
And
because they gotta be
with it.
But wait a minute, we so untrustworthy amongst each other, not our family, because our family, we never doing that to each other. That's just not what we're gonna do. We will never do that.
Fastest way you can get $1 million is everybody put $100 in every month.
Right.
I know somebody
Fastest way. If you get maybe 10 family members to put $100 into a month,
right?
Financial literacy law,
to have to be committed. Not nobody got to be running after them. You
you got to stay committed.
You got to be committed.
We gonna come back with this podcast. Hey, I think this is a good podcast to go back to.
It's a wonderful
topic. The one with the subject on the financial literacy, because we wasn't never raised to do that.
No. We need to educate ourselves.
And we have to educate each other to learn that. Wow. And I think that's a podcast that we need to talk about. Let's talk about it. I'm down for that. We're gonna do that next week. How about that?
Immediate young folks.
Young
20-year-olds.
Tell my kids about investing.
Think about it. You spend so for the people who smoke, right? Mm-hmm. If you smoke more than 100 cigarillos, you know what I mean? Think about how much those packs cost.
Cigarettes, all that.
Yeah, think about how much you go back spend on your little weed.
Yeah, you could be investing.
How much money have you just smoked away?
Yeah.
Period.
This
is a question for you. Let's think back. How many joints have you rolled up?
But wait a minute. So we have.
How many bottles have you bought of alcohol after liquor?
It's a lot.
And add that up.
And they
throughout the years.
Yeah. And your hair. How much hair? How many eyelashes?
You had $1 million already.
Eyelashes, hair. All that. So we gonna come back to that. Y'all log in.
Haircuts.
Hey,
you didn't have $1 million already.
Wait a minute, it's day-to-day podcast.
But that's how you build. That's why the other races is able to build, and that's why people be wondering, like, damn, how they got all the stores and this and that, because they all come here, they live together, they pay everything, they can be uncomfortable for a minute, but they stack it. And then next you know, they move a family or two out, they get a store, they get their own house, and they just keep going. They bring it home
Just take it easy. We ain't gotta waste no time, girl, just believe me. Everything will be just fine, cause it's just you and I. Yeah. Your beauty captured me when I first saw your face, and I get excited by the way it makes me feel. I cannot hide it, and it feels so real. Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Give me your love. I wanna get to your love alive. Oh no. Yeah. Give me your love. How can I get to your love alive? I wanna get to your love alive. Yeah. My girl. Yeah. And I think that I'm falling in love.